my computer like I had been planning to do.
Whoops.
You know, the Final Fantasy thing, because I was going to work on that. And then Angel literally told me, remember that thing you've been planning for weeks? That's tonight. What are you doing? It's like, oh, well, shit. So I'm going to have to wait till another day, then take it apart and clean it out. I'm still working on my ridiculous radio project.
Mm-hmm.
Which, aesthetically, at least, has come out exactly as I wanted it to so far.
Well, that's good.
And in concept, it should work fine, because, you know, basically, it should all be really, really simply assembling pre-constructed parts.
Uh-huh.
So I should, in theory, be able to do that without too much issue. We'll find out.
Right.
But I realized exactly how much I've lost my mind when I was assembling playlists of not just like music on radio shows from the 1940s, but commercials and news programs.
Well, you want that authentic experience.
I was having a very long conversation with someone on a classic old-time radio forum about it, because I was asking some advice and where I could find shit.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot of really handy, nice older dudes on there who are like, oh, that sounds like a fun project. And, you know, basically giving me advice or telling me where to find really weird archives of strange shit. Mm-hmm. The answer to almost all those is usually archive.org has everything that you'll want.
Yeah.
But,
that's usually how it works.
But, I had one of those moments where I was talking to someone who was like, oh, yeah, I wish it was the 40s again. I'm like, I don't. Like, but it was such more an enlightened time. No, it wasn't. Like, oh, you can't tell me that you wouldn't have loved the freedom back then. Like, listen, the only thing that people were free to do back then was be more racist and homophobic blatantly than they are today. Other than that, everything was kinda shit for everyone else. Yeah, the economy was better, but people were also still dying of old age in their 60s. And, you know, that sort of thing. And it was like, oh, I'm like, no, listen. The only way you can honestly tell me that it was a better time is if what you're saying is you wish you could say things out loud about a particular group of people that you're not allowed to say out loud about people now. And all of the old dudes actually just came and went, he's right. And the person shut the fuck up.
Well, that's good.
I was just one of those, see? Alright, what the fuck did I come down here for?
Good job.
Signs. No, I have signs. I hope I didn't come down. I came here down here for signs, and I had like 30 on me. Oh, well.
Okay, I don't have a way up from here without doing this. Which shortly isn't going to be an option anymore. Okay, where's the hole?
Alright, water buckets. Water bucket. Whoa. Water bucket, water bucket, water bucket, water bucket, water. So, another thing I've been watching is the show Begin Japanology by the NHK. It's a fairly interesting show. It goes into less thought about aspects of Japanese culture in some regards. Mm-hmm. Like the Japanese obsession with massage chairs and why. And
okay.
It's kind of interesting to watch and learn about shit I had no idea was even a thing. When you ask me anything about Japanese society, I can promise you the first thing out of my mouth isn't obsession with massage chairs.
Right.
But then they go into detail about it, and you're like, holy shit, they're obsessed with massage chairs. Or at least, you know, there's a big cultural, like, tradition for them.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's an interesting show, and in their episode about bugs, they went into details about Kamen Rider, and I was sitting there going, you know, I've never watched Kamen Rider, and they're wrong. Because I'm fairly, I don't know, they might have been talking about an older Kamen Rider series. I don't remember, but I didn't think Kamen Rider was literally half grasshopper.
Yeah, the original was like basically in the first Kamen Rider series, the riders and all the monsters were cyborgs that were mixed with animals, kind of literally.
Okay, well, that was the only detail I was really curious about that I wasn't sure, because it sounded
And then
accurate.
in 1990, Shin Kamen Rider genetically crossed a person with the grasshopper to make the rider.
Yeah.
But that was just a movie and nobody liked it.
Ah, well.
If you ever heard of the rider that, ripped somebody's spine out, that was that one.
Oh, well, he doesn't sound like a particularly good hero.
No, probably not.
And that's one of those things of I was really convinced that Kamen Rider was supposed to be for kids, so and even by Japanese standards, that's a bit much.
Yeah, that was basically they were trying to reboot the franchise for an older audience.
That's never a good idea.
No, it didn't really take.
Oh. They need to make Masked Rider more gritty, more edgy, made of more bugs. I don't know. I still want to get a banana Lockseed, though, just because I have the feeling I'd be able to sit here using it and start a, war with Rob in the other room. Since every now and I will still be sitting here and hear out of the other room, banana arms! He has actually started collecting more and more of them little by little.
Oh, has he?
I think he's only got 2 more, I can't remember. Dongari. He's got the Dongari one.
Okay.
I don't know what the other one is. Yeah, if there is another. I could be entirely wrong, and I'm good at that.
Right.
But, as every now and then I have banana arms, or Dongari!
Mm-hmm.
And this is far funnier than it has any right to be, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
My ass is totally asleep. Alright.
Well, that means you need to change positions more.
Yeah. Or, eviscerate the proletariat. If I'm going to take care of the walkway, I should actually close up the monster spawning chamber. There you go.
Should you, though?
Probably. I actually need that door open, and I took it down, even though I need it open.
Good job.
Well done. Yes, well done, James. Only 1, not 2. Oh, well, that would also be a reason that I couldn't find the pathway I needed, because it's actually not on this level.
I see.
Well done, James. Oh, God.
Is that your name now?
Yes. God, it was, I don't even remember who it was. It was a friend of mine who was from some foreign country ages and ages ago in the early days of the internet. I did not understand that the S was not a plural. James. That's not it, but I'm gonna not bother you about it. 'Cause I understand this is not your primary speak. My general rule of thumb is...
Don't be an asshole?
Yes. Especially to people that are trying to speak a language that isn't their native language. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because here's the thing. It's difficult as shit to learn a language. I still haven't mastered the one I'm born with. I probably never will.
I can tell.
Yeah. Because I just don't care. But, yeah, I mean, it's difficult. Why should I make life harder for anyone who's actually trying? It's a dick thing to do.
Even I don't do that.
Then I spent so much time around Asian people for years that it's one of those things of, I guess I've developed a little bit of patience in that regard. So, someone tries talking to me in their language, I don't speak their language. They're making the effort. They deserve a little bit of fucking respect. That or, just talk loudly at them in English and hope they understand.
because that goes over so well.
Well, it works for tourists. And then by it works for tourists, I mean it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, God, my ear is just itching so badly internally for no sane reason, and it's driving me up a wall.
Ear infection?
No. Just itch.
Well, yes, I meant was the itch caused by an ear infection?
Nah.
Are you sure?
Probably. I get those a lot, so there's no way
Because
to
you
tell.
could totally have an ear infection.
I could at any point in time. I get them, like, stupidly easy. Where did I know I made a water source. Where did it go?
Upstairs?
Maybe. I don't think it is. I took stuff out of the ground. There it is, over there. At the farthest point away from where I'm working.
As you do.
According to the mini-map, I'm on the surface of the sun right now.
That's interesting.
Or at least a moon. It just is such a barren hellscape that...
Ah, I see.
And...
Oh yeah, we were talking about Feed the Beast, and then you started on Mist, and that turned into other things.
Yeah. So... Oh, God, I can't even remember what any of the stuff I used to use for it was back in the day. The Ultimate Pack basically has everything in it, if that still exists. So we can literally just use that and then find what we want out of it. Is that right? I guess that's right. Huh. No, don't want to fall to death. That's a lot of death to fall.
Put water at the bottom so you don't die when you hit.
But then the torches will, make the non-existent monsters spawn.
I mean, you gotta get rid of the torches eventually anyway.
Oh no, these ones are down on... Well, you'll see once eventually it comes down to that. Mine is a bit ridiculous.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Yeah, there's like the Ultimate Pack. There's a couple packs by and for famous YouTubers, but meh.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of them are themed after them, and well, I don't know, ever since Minecraft put in the you're not allowed to advertise shit rule, which is pretty funny.
When did that happen?
Oh, only a couple weeks ago, as of when this was recorded, not as of real life.
Okay, so what's the details on that?
The basic details is you are no longer allowed to create an advertisement for something other than Minecraft in Minecraft. That is what it boils down to. So you're not allowed to create like a giant advertisement for Disney, which Disney paid someone to do, actually. So this actually affects a number of very famous YouTubers who are suddenly, screwed.
Whoops.
Because they did things like create giant advertisements inside Minecraft for a living. But That's not something that affects the average YouTuber at all.
Right.
But, you know, people are upset, and I'm like, why? Why are you upset? Now people can't shill for corporations using Minecraft? Is that why you're upset? You upset that your famous or favorite YouTubers will no longer be able to make money off that? Okay, they have Patreons. I'll bet you they have Patreons. Give them money. Not gonna give them money? What are you complaining about? I've had a couple people tell me, you should get a Patreon. I'm like, I don't think I do anything worth money.
Huh. Well, I mean, on one level, that's a healthy attitude to take, because, I mean, you know, I've seen people less deserving of them who, you know, take them out anyway.
Yeah.
The worst sales pitch I ever heard was, you know, support my Patreon so I don't have to get a job.
Support my Patreon so I can play video games and talk to you. Which is...
Well, in the right circumstances, somebody would do that.
Yeah, and if someone wanted to, I would probably ask them if they needed help. No, I actually would appreciate that, but I just don't. I also don't like the idea of doing anything that would in any way indebt me to people when I do this for fun and stress relief. Yeah, now you're paying for me to play video games, which means I have to. On a schedule. Oops. Oh, fine. Damn it. Alright. Accidentally just... Alright, come here, water. Well, first I need to pick up these damn asshole blocks.
Oh, that's right. I needed to make signs while I was upstairs. Well, I brought a crafting table with.
Oh, there.
So, whatever.
Yeah. There. So...
At least this time I have enough water on me to do a chamber.
Yeah. Alright, so if we do this, then... That's what I did wrong. That explains it. Alright, that's fixable. And...
At least some signs are still in place from my failed first attempt.
No. At least that'll be, you know, of aid to you.
Yes, it will.
You've given yourself aid. No.
Just one, though.
Nah, yeah, I mean... Not the full set. Alright.
Signs sure are expensive to make, though.
Yeah, they are. Wood and sticks and...
I don't even get that many signs out of them.
Dead rat and... miso soup. It's just a giant pain.
I've never had miso soup.
It's not bad, actually. I recommend it. It's basically a very mild soup. I mean, it's a mild... I don't even know how to describe the flavor. It's probably umami, whatever the fuck that means.
Delicious.
But, yeah. But it's very nice. It has very little actual flavor. And it is considered a breakfast food in most of Japan. Because it's very, very inoffensive. And you can drink it even if you have, like, severe stomach problems.
Sounds like chicken broth.
Yeah. I think it's made by fermenting soybeans or something.
Everything is.
Yeah. Natto, nature's horror, is made by fermenting soybeans. And I've never woken up and gone, you know what I want to eat? Soybeans and jizz. I mean, that's just me, maybe.
Maybe.
Alright. I have a friend who specifically loved natto. And when we found out, we did not let him live this down.